Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. Today is 26th of March 2025. My name is Adam Rosman and I will be your host today. We can skip the introductions. There are no new participants in the meeting. Please remember that the meeting is recorded. If you'd like to have the project, please filter for the help wanted, or search for the help wanted and good first issue labels on project level via the GitHub issue filter. If you would like to add your organization as an official adopter because you feel like that you would like to have the project, then please do so by editing the adopters.md file by pushing a pull request to the community repository, and you can find this adopters.md file in the root of the community repository. If you think that you are facing automated test related issues, and you think that it's not related to your modifications, but rather a problem with the CI, then please create an issue in the relevant repository and link that issue to the Metal3 CI tracker project. And that way we can help it track it much better and help much faster. Related to the incubation proposal, I have not seen any discussion or movements related to that. I checked it a few days ago. Other than that, if you are interested about any of the deliverables or statistics then or documentation, please feel free to check out all the links in the description. Okay, I think we have not moved anything from last week, although there might be one thing. Let's see. Okay, it's here, so no need to bring it up separately. Okay, so first topic, community working group updates, and the first working group is the ironic scalability.
Hello, folks. Yeah, some good news right here. It took me only 2 weeks to figure out how to run upgrades using Kubernetes jobs. I fixed at least 2 bugs in the process. One of them is on screen. So even without like upgrade jobs, it actually did not work. Now it will. I have work in progress patch passing the CI already. It just needs this one to merge so I can rebase and propose it properly. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It closes a pretty large topic of how we actually update things if we have a persistent database. Other than that, I have a few discussion topics, so we'll go to them when we go to them. Yeah, that's the main patch, the patch. I also wanted to express my gratitude towards all people who have been reviewing my probably a dozen of pull requests that are related or tangentially related to this topic. Thank you very much, guys. It was really, really cool. Yeah, what else I wanted to say about this? I tried to take a stab at JSON RPC TLS. It's a bit of a pain. We'll probably release MVP without TLS, just to have something people can test already. Other than that, there's also a pretty large list of help wanted bugs on ironic standalone operator. One of them is kind of directly related to LHA topic. That's they're using MariaDB operator properly instead of relying on what we just deprecated. Yeah, that's this time a pretty long update. I hope we probably cannot do it in the upcoming ironic standalone operator release, which is going to happen like, I don't know, today or tomorrow. But in the one after that, we will probably move the feature gate for HA out of like disabled by default to enabled by default, or at least, move it to beta status because it's going to work. Yeah, that's my update.
Thank you. I see something on the chat. Let me check quickly. Okay. Then I see that no updates from the ARM. Yeah, I was also not contacted by anyone to do any extra work related to this. So thanks for the updates, Dimitri. I think we can continue with the release team, and I think the first big topic here, or the things that we are looking forward to, is the Ironic Image 29 release. And Ricardo has a few outstanding PR still.
Yeah, so I see that one of them already got approved and LGTM. The other two they both got LGTM, I think, so they just need reviews. And yeah, just like the current Ironic release that we have upstream is a stable one, and it's already a week old, so I'm really looking forward to cut the new branch for the Ironic image today, as soon as the three patches merge. And then we will have also Ironic standalone release as soon as, again, everything is ready there.
Yep, I hope so too. Thanks for including my pull request also in the pack. Yep, please everyone, feel free to review. Let's push this whole release out as soon as we can. Any comments, questions related to working group or release team activities? Some release team activity comment from me before that. There will be soon, if I remember correctly, an IPEM 1.10 beta release coming out, not final release, but beta, if I remember correctly, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't want to like type here the plan for a beta release. When it will be released, I will let you know on the next meeting.
I think the beta is planned for tomorrow, hopefully.
Nice. Good. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with discussion topics. I see there are 3 different people, 4 even. Okay, let's start. So the first two is from Dimitri.
Yeah, thank you. Hello again. Long time to hear. So I have 2 things that I wanted to discuss with you that are both related to Ironic standalone operator itself and its HA process. And the one I wanted to pick your brain about the current practice of using iNotify for detecting the changes in TLS secrets. So as a reminder, for those who don't remember, in Ironic image, we have this code path where we use iNotify in a background thread to detect when the secret is updated and to kill the main process or triggering the pod restart. And I've been wondering if it kind of works. I believe that it's not very easily debuggable because there is a background process. But what is even worse, in the HA scenario, it means once the TLS secret is updated by sort manager, for example, all replicas are going to restart at the same time, causing a downtime, which is not great for something that is called HA. So I was wondering here if we can use an environment variable, or as Leonard commented, thank you very much, an annotation, which contains the UID of the secret and its resource version, so the standard fields. When we do this, an Ironic standalone operator is watching the secrets because it has owner reference on them. If we do that, I believe then once the secret changes, we get a notification, our controller gets a notification. It automatically updates the annotation. It automatically causes daemon set to be updated. It automatically causes a new rollout and a rolling update of Ironic replicas. And I'm curious if am I missing something? I don't know why the iNotify process was picked initially. Maybe it was just hard to do and customize otherwise, or what? So would love to hear your thoughts.
Maybe I'm not quite sure what do we have in the secrets? Is it if we have certificates in some, then I think one reason is that you could have a cert rotation. So it may not be like yeah, it could then go through some other process. Let's say you have cert manager that updates it for you. Then it would be really hard to do this way, I think.
Right, that changes with source version.
Yeah, it would, but then I think I need to look at the code even to get this, because so now we have the standalone operator is generating the certificate. Are we also expecting to handle rotation of it later on?
We are not generating certificates. We are accepting them as input, as users input, but we do put an owner reference on them, so we can
Okay.
technically watch them.
Okay. Yeah. I think I need to think about it, but yeah, my input is that if it's certificates, then we may need to at least detect if something happens. We cannot just do it like statically create a new one each time.
Yeah, I don't suggest we YOLO through it. I'm just curious if the approach of like always adding an annotation with the current UID in the source version is just gonna solve that.
Yeah, good question. I will try to remember to check this later also.
Okay, yeah, folks, please provide any feedback on the bug. I'd prefer to solve it somehow that doesn't involve killing all the replicas.
Okay, thanks. And is there anyone who would like to like comment anything right now? Other than Leonard? If not, then we can continue with the next one.
Yeah, the next one is a bit more of an open question. So right now, ironic standalone operator functional tests are running on a single node kind cluster, which is obviously a poor choice for testing HA. I tried this naive approach of adding just two control plane nodes, and it immediately timed out on installing Cert Manager. I haven't checked why, so I decided before I dive into debugging too much, if there's some input on multi-node kind, or maybe people just tell me just use Minikube or something like this. I don't know. I know we are migrating away from kind. Maybe there is a reason for that.
Well, at the moment, I actually lost track that where are we with kind and minikube, because we tried, but then in some scenarios we went back to kind, but it's not entirely clear to me, like, how do you mean multi-node kind? Or
Yeah, I need three control plane nodes inside the cluster. Well, to work as well, but it's not really HA. So I need to test HA. If I right now there's one kind cluster, one control plane node, which combines master and worker roles, which is fine, except that I cannot test JSON RPC this way because it's going to have only one ironic replica ever. So I want to have three ironic replicas in the functional tests. That requires adding two more nodes to the kind cluster. That doesn't work immediately, at least for me, so I'm wondering if anyone has any experience with that or opinions. If not, I'll just continue debugging. I have some time this week.
I think I may be able to help a little bit. If I recall correctly, it may be that when you create multiple nodes, they will be they will have the proper control plane like taints, and that may be why Cert Manager is not going there. I think when you have single node, then it automatically skips that taint. So because otherwise you wouldn't be able to run like anything. So that may be the first thing. I suspect that we will then run into the issue of how do we expose it. You saw the kind config there with the exposed ports. I guess the issue will be that how do you expose ironic on each of those nodes when they are just containers on the same host if they try to grab the same port? Some hacks around that may be needed, but yeah, not sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually played with a few hacks in my head. Could use different ports and kind of loop through them. I was thinking of doing something really hacky for the first iteration and figuring out something proper, maybe even ingress. Who knows? Specifically for tests. And yeah, you're making a very good point about potential tainting control plane nodes. I haven't thought about this. This is a very good hypothesis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, if not, I think we can continue with two most topics related to Golang CI linters.
Yeah, so building on top of the discussion we had going for quite a while, and then Dimitri actually doing the legwork in Ieroso to actually check the list of linters that we want to have, and then we have a consensus from Adil and Kashif and Lennart as well that this is a good list. So I now pushed PRs to all the other repos to sync the list and then also update the issue lists with the missing linters. And it seems that many of the linters we were missing in the repos we could just right away enable, so we are left with around 10 linters, a bit different set on each repo, but roughly 10 in each. So yeah, just updating that, and if someone disagrees with the linter list, then now would be a great time to voice your opinion.
I guess no one. But thanks for driving this linter discussion, Tomu and Dimitri, for testing them on ERSO, or actually looking through all of them and applying them to ERSO. I think there are not really any disagreements related to that, so thanks. And we can continue with the multi-tenancy proposal, which was among the topics for weeks now. We always carried it over, but now Leonard is available, so we can discuss it a little bit in more detail.
Yeah, sure. Sorry for background noise. I will need to drop pretty soon. But yeah, I just please ask that have a look, review. If you have any comments, please let me know. I was also suggesting that maybe we can even put a lazy consensus on this. There hasn't been any objections that I know about since the team meeting. So yeah, I just want to get it forward. Thank you, Dimitri. I see you put it on your queue. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I will need to drop here. School's out. Thanks.
Thank you, Leonard. I think I agree that we should go with the lazy consensus if we won't have any opposition. I will actually put it here that Okay, we don't have a label or anything for that. I just added here to have some something in writing. I guess in general there is no opposition from most of us. Please check it if you are interested. I think we can continue with the next one. This is the Ironic Upstream PTG notification.
Yeah, just an announcement that the PTG is going to be in 2 weeks. Wow. And I just linked there the Etherpad where we are keeping all the topics that we'd like to discuss. Please feel free to add anything that you think it's interesting for the next development cycle. And we're going to have also a retrospective, probably the first day of the PTG. And don't forget, if you are interested, to register. Also, I think the link is in the Etherpad as well. Also, next week on Thursday, there's going to be a live event on YouTube to show what has been done in all the OpenStack projects during the most recent development cycle, which is called Epoxy. And we're going to present also the plan for the next development cycle, which is codenamed Flamingo. I think, yeah, it's on Thursday next week, and the time it's usually 14 UTC, if I'm not mistaken. I need to double check, but you will find the details in the link that I posted there anyway. Thanks.
Thanks for the announcement. I will try to join as I did on the last one too. Is there any or are there any questions related to the topics that we have discussed so far? If not, then I can just quickly go through and check the release trackers, the milestones, and see if there are any irregularities. 110, 111, IPAM seems fine. I added a few, not many, to the CapM3 1.11. Still didn't go through all of them, but 2 or 3 I added to the 1.11. And also I think to Ironic and some other project also, or Ironic Image and some other projects also. It seems good. Yeah. It's interesting. They didn't accept your GTM. Will it accept my stuff? It did. Can you retry this, Tomo? Because it didn't do anything for your comment. Like no rejection or anything, just no action. Wonder if there was something wrong with Prao at that time. But anyways, if you quickly go back and
Yeah, there was some period in Pro. It seems to have missed all of the reviews at the time. I've been fixing them all this week after noticing after the fact that the flags are actually missing.
yeah, it's quite weird. It probably was some shorter period. I have not noticed, but it happened in the past with me also. Okay, this seemed to be Nice. I think I will already put the new one, the 31 here, 1.0, because the 29 will go out very soon. No need to wait. 1.0, yes. And then there is the year, so okay, 0304, fine. Is there any issue you would like me to add to the milestones, or any issue that you would like to ask, which milestone should it belong to, or anything related to like issues and milestones? Okay. Then I guess one other reminder, we have talked about this in the past also, but on next week on the European KubeCon, MetaCube will have a kiosk on Tuesday, and we will have a Project Lightning talk, and in general, um, multiple people, namely Adil and me, will be there available. So if someone would like to discuss something or just say hi, we will be there throughout the whole event. And Adil will also visit the Maintainer Summit. So yeah, we will be around. Okay. Any question, problem, improvement, proposal, request?
Shall we decide about if we need to cancel the meeting next week?
That's a good idea. What do you think? I mean, I won't be available. That's true, very true. But do you think, or is there any one of you who would like to facilitate the meeting, or as because the tradition was that we always cancel, so traditionally we cancel it. But if someone would like to do it, that's fine too.
Our team will be here, so if there is some quorum from your team, we can still have it. But I'm also fine with canceling it if you don't feel like.
Mm. Or should we give a chance for folks to think, and then like whatever is the decision, or if someone is willing to step up and maintain or facilitate, then you can just ping me. I mean, there are no any special tools needed, just to log in to the meeting and start it and do the recording. Okay. I don't really see folks being so decisive, so I will add here that. Okay. Let's think about it a little bit, and I will just cancel it if I don't get anyone or any volunteer to do it. If I don't get any info until end of Friday, I will just cancel it. And I will let you know then on email and Slack and everywhere. Okay. Anything else? If nothing, then thanks for joining. I think today we had good discussions and quite a lot of things happened during this week. So I hope when we meet next time, be it next week or the week after, we have a similarly good meeting. So until then, have a great week or weeks, and let's meet when we meet. Yeah, see you then. Bye bye.
Enjoy
Thank you.
KubeCon.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.